Your community.
This news is brought to you by GPO Federal Credit Union. Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And welcome back, everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking one more really hot and humid day ahead of us before we've got some more refreshing air heading our way for the end of the week and the start of the weekend, too. Right now, we've got a lot of clouds and a bit of haze in downtown Utica right now, where it is currently 89 degrees, although because of that high moisture content, dew point of 68, it feels like 93. That and also a southwesterly wind at around 7 miles an hour. And those high dew points and heat index values will be with us once again into the day tomorrow. Again, there's that southwesterly wind here. Most of us into the 80s right now. Syracuse, however, is at 90 degrees. So because of that, we do have a heat advisory in effect for our counties along the Mohawk Valley. That's in effect till 8 o'clock this evening for heat index values that were at times as high as 95 to 100 degrees today. They're still within a range of 90 to 95 over the next few hours. A couple of things that you'll notice here on our satellite and radar over the past 6 hours is a lot of moisture off toward our west. The first thing that you'll notice is out in western New York and in Pennsylvania, we do have a prefrontal trough that will cross its way through our area during the overnight hours. And then behind that, we've got a severe thunderstorm watch for portions of Michiana as well as northern Illinois, and a tornado watch in effect for southeastern Wisconsin. That's part of a cold front heading our way, and that'll head its way tomorrow afternoon. I don't expect widespread severe weather tomorrow afternoon, but there is still a chance of it. As we've seen, I don't even know how many times this spring and summer, we are under a marginal risk. Everybody from Interstate 81 off toward the east, i.e. our entire viewing area, for severe weather tomorrow. That could include some damaging winds, some small hail, some heavy rain, and of course some lightning at times. So just be weather aware during the afternoon. So let's time that out for you. Again, there's the prefrontal trough tonight with some clouds, some fog, maybe even some spotty showers. There could be a few spotty showers to start your Thursday, and then partly cloudy skies, but again, the best chance of storms during the afternoon between about noon and 6, maybe as late as 7 p.m. for some of you. In its wake, though, we've got a northwesterly wind. That'll be with us through Friday with a blend of clouds and sun. Friday will actually be slightly below average temperature-wise, and we'll see a lot of sunshine to close out the work week. We still have high heat index values tomorrow, still between 95 and 100 degrees for most of us in the valley. I don't know if we'll see a heat advisory issued. We haven't seen one reissued just yet. And then again, between noon Thursday and 8 a.m. on Friday, we have a marginal risk for that rainfall. Most of that will be coming, I should say, between tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. So again, scattered storms are on the menu for tomorrow, 85 to 90 with higher heat index values because of the humidity. Friday and Saturday, sun and clouds, either side of 80 degrees both days, so slightly below average temperature-wise, at least to start. Sunday will be below average as well, between 75 and 80 with some morning showers mixing out for afternoon sun. And then we'll be seeing Monday and Tuesday, the sun returning to the area, as well as temperatures into the low to mid 80s. And then once we get beyond that, our next best chance of showers doesn't come in until Wednesday morning with highs in the mid 80s.
Jordan, I am being told that we have gotten our connection back with Kayla at the Oneida County Courthouse. So coming up next after the break, just to remind you of this story here, another officer facing murder charges.
News is brought to you by Nye Automotive Group. Come see why it's gotta be Nye. Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a good Wednesday evening to everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking several rounds of showers and storms heading our way, even as recently, as quickly as the next few hours. So let's get right to that iNet camera in downtown Utica, where it is currently 78 degrees, dew point of 70. If we can take a look at that camera really quickly. There we go. We got to get right to it. Winds out of the southeast, east-southeast at 6 miles an hour. Heat index is at 80 degrees right now, and that pressure is remaining steady. But as far as temperatures across the region right now, we have mainly 70s. The exception is out toward Camden at 82 degrees out in northwestern Oneida County. Syracuse is at 83. We do have, as of 10:15 this evening, a severe thunderstorm warning. There we go for portions of Cayuga, Oswego, and Wayne County, so just to the west of our area. But the reason why I'm mentioning this is because it's traveling to the northeast at around 30 miles an hour. So this whole storm system closer towards Syracuse will be into Oneida County before long. I don't expect any severe weather here, but there could be definitely some heavy downpours as well as some lightning. And the reason why I mentioned the lightning is because just within the last few minutes, we learned of a deadly lightning strike in central New Jersey in Jackson on an archery range. One person has been killed, 13 others injured. So we'll have more about that for you in the coming days, I suspect. And you can see where there's more where that came from. Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, dealing with the same prefrontal trough that we're dealing with as well. And it'll slide through here through the next 2 to 3 hours. And then behind that, back toward Michigan, we've got a cold front making its way through that region that'll be with us during the afternoon tomorrow. So the better threat for severe weather comes tomorrow afternoon. Damaging winds, small hail, some heavy rain, and some lightning being the main impacts with those. Emphasizing the heavy rain threat, but wind not far behind that. Hail and tornadoes are going to be rather low. Again, this is tomorrow evening into tomorrow night as well, even during the afternoon also. So let's time that out with you, for you with our future cast here, showing you variably cloudy during the overnight hours once we get that trough through here, and there could be some downpours to start tomorrow morning. And then once that front moves through, we'll be dealing with a northwesterly wind. It becomes a lot nicer to be outside. It won't be as gross as it has been over the last couple of days, especially on Friday when we'll be dealing with temperatures that are a little bit below average temperature wise. Not so much tomorrow. We'll be dealing with heat index values between 95 and 100 degrees, similar to what we've been contending with over the last couple of days. And as I mentioned, the best threat from those storms tomorrow over the central and northern sections of our viewing area will be the heavy rain. Thankfully not heading toward the southern tier because they've been getting whacked with it recently. 86 to 88 for tomorrow with scattered storms, and then we'll be dealing with a mix of sun and clouds for both Friday and Saturday to start the weekend, either side of 80 degrees both days. And then we've got some showers heading our way for Sunday with 75 to 80 being the high.
Jordan, before we send things over to Dorian Alert, we're learning of an incident along the Erie Canal in the city of Rome. We're being told by the Oneida County Sheriff's Office that they have closed South James Street between Mill Street and Muck Road. Deputies are asking everyone to avoid the area for the time being. Meanwhile, some of our local teams are back in action here in
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And welcome back on this Wednesday evening. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking some thunder showers as we head through the overnight hours and for our Thursday as well. But also, it's going to be dangerously hot. Still pretty warm out there right now, even as of the 11 o'clock hour. That temperature is 79, dew point of 70. So that means because the dew point is so high, the temperature won't be able to drop back much. That's still making it feel like 82, even as of 11 o'clock this evening. Winds out of the southeast. East-southeast, I should say, around 5 miles an hour. Most of us are into the 70s right now, but Oneonta is still at 81. Same thing off to the west in the Cuse right now, and Camden is at 82, so a couple of exceptions to that. Now, at 10 o'clock, I mentioned this strong thunderstorm that made its way into Cayuga and Oswego counties. It's got a lot of lightning associated with it. That's over Lake Ontario right now, but across the rest of our area, there are chances for thunder showers within the next hour or two. And then another round heading our way tomorrow morning, and another one through tomorrow afternoon. The first round is because of a prefrontal trough that's making its way through New York and New Jersey, where unfortunately we've had a deadly lightning strike a couple of hours ago. That was at an archery range. 13 other people unfortunately injured by that. And then back toward Pennsylvania, also dealing with that same storm system. Through Michigan, you'll notice we've got a cold front making its way through, and that's what's going to make it less humid and also a lot brighter and cooler to end the week. But because of that cold front, we'll be dealing with a marginal threat for severe weather points east of Interstate 81 during the day tomorrow. The main threats being some damaging winds as well as some small hail. The heavy rain is by far the biggest threat, and the tornado risk is rather low. The main threat, again, being that heavy rain and that lightning that I just mentioned. So during the overnight hours, we'll be dealing with some fog, some clouds, some thunder showers, and that's the way our Thursday will start. But you'll notice behind the front, we've got a westerly wind that will work in around 3 to 6 p.m. tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. We'll have a lot of clouds tomorrow night into Friday morning, but Friday we'll see those clouds thin out and we'll see a lot of sunshine developing during the afternoon. Friday will actually feel somewhat September-like compared to how it's been over the last couple of days with this dangerous heat heading our way for one more day. Heat index values tomorrow in the thruway corridor along the Mohawk Valley will be between 95 and 100 degrees. The rest of our area not far from that. Actual air temperatures will be between 86 to about 88 for most of us, and again for the northern and central portions of our viewing area, the main main threat from tomorrow's storms being that heavy rain. Thankfully, it's not heading toward the southern tier because over the last couple of weeks, they've just been getting nailed by some thunderstorms down there. But in the wake of that cold front, you'll notice that we've got temperatures around 80 degrees both Friday and Saturday with a mix of sun and clouds. The next chance for rain doesn't come in until Sunday morning, but in the afternoon we'll be under some sunshine with highs between 75 and 80.
75 and 80. I'm really happy to see temperatures in the 70s again for those highs, Jordan, because it's been a while since we actually saw those. We're seeing mostly 80s and 90s as we're heading more and more into the summer.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of above average temperatures, but both Friday and Sunday will actually be a little bit below average.
Pretty good weekend coming up. You're watching Eyewitness News at 11. We'll